So far this season, we've discussed the reasons why you hire an expert. Specifically, episode 1 was about hiring an expert because you don't know what you don't know. And episode 2 was about when you know things so well that you're overlooking all the holes everyone else is going to fall into. But what about why not to hire an expert? Welcome to Leverage Your Spark. I'm Brandy Lawson. To be clear, experts are a great answer for a lot of issues and can be used in many ways. They can help you figure out your goals. They can give you strategies to go about pursuing those goals. They can get you plans to execute the strategies. They can give you metrics to see if the plans are being executed successfully. They can even consult with you to help you fill in gaps or get clarity. The whole point of hiring an expert is to facilitate a faster and easier path. The problem is that experts are not equipped to fix everything. The good ones do feel a bit like fairy godmothers, but their magic fairy dust only goes so far. Even Cinderella's ball gown didn't last all night. There are things that experts are not capable of and problems they cannot solve. Here are the reasons to not hire an expert. Number 1, to force yourself into something. If your company has decided it should be doing something, and we all know how I feel about the word should, a common approach is to hire an expert. On the surface, this might look like a growth hire, so the company can avoid the Dunning-Kruger effect. Great. However, the usual outcome here is that the project completes, but there isn't any retained value. Not because the expert didn't know what they were doing, but because there was no willingness on the part of the company, or the business owner, or the department to embrace the change. I experienced this firsthand when a company I worked for decided to become ISO 9001 certified. It's a manufacturing quality management system. The expert was hired, we went through all the motions and even passed certification, but the only difference afterward was that we had a certification. No real change was achieved in the way we worked. Number 2, you're unwilling to participate. Even if you're hiring an expert in a completely done-for-you situation where they're handling the whole project, the hardest job an expert ever has is not the tactical execution or the plan or even getting information out of the client. The hardest part is getting the mindset change required to move you from where you are today to where you want to be. No expert on the planet is capable of changing your beliefs for you. The best experts have developed an additional set of skills to help guide you through the transition, but that still requires you and the organization to be willing to do the emotional heavy lifting of changing your beliefs. And number 3, you won't let them do their job. It's my theory that there is no successful service provider out there who isn't also part coach. Experts who help organizations achieve real transformation are able to lead the client not just to the agreed upon destination, but also smoothly through the journey. Many experts have been hired into organizations that are not ready to let go and allow the expert to do their job. Make sure you aren't caught off guard when your carriage turns into a pumpkin at midnight. Experts can help you with a lot of things, but there's limits to their fairy godmother-like magic. At FieryFX, we're experts in websites, analytics, smart business, and technology. Plus, we know a thing or two about getting the most from working with experts. Be certain you can hire the right expert for the right reasons by booking a consult with us at fieryfx.com/experts. To determine whether or not to hire an expert, use these questions. 1, is this an expertise issue or a cultural issue? Either way, you might realize you do need an expert, but the one you need is going to be very different depending on the answer to this question. 2, what are we, the organization, willing to do? What are we unwilling to do? It can be difficult to be brutally honest with ourselves here, so looking back at vendor relationships might give you insights into the organization's behavior and help you answer those questions. Number 3, are we capable of letting them do their job? This also can be a really uncomfortable question to ask because, of course, we think we would let an expert do their job. But you might want to look at how previous expert engagements went and who the stakeholders are and what their behavior has been around this. There has to be an inherent willingness or openness to the change when working with experts for the efforts to be valuable long term to the organization. When evaluating hiring an expert, use these scenarios and questions to ensure you know what you need. There really are no business scenarios where an expert can't help. The real magic, though, comes in how the team and organizations are able to utilize them. Hiring them into the wrong scenarios or setup can result in frustration, failure, and all around undesired outcomes. Getting mice instead of horses. We've all made investments that didn't work out as planned. With this information, I hope your next expert hire has a better chance of meeting or exceeding your expectations. Every team needs some occasional magic to make it to the ball. We just want to be sure we have the pumpkins and mice if that's what's needed to get us there. In the next episode, I'll be sharing stories from our clients that hired us as experts for growth and improvement. Wondering how you can get more value from experts you work with? Book a consult with us at fieryeffects.com/experts.